When you apply these actions that make you feel a little better, what happens is the action then drives the improvement in the energy, and the improvement in the energy then inspires more action, and the action drives the improvement in the energy, and the improvement in the energy, and then you start feeling motivated from the inside, and motivation from the inside is what we call inspiration. And the big thing is, and we say this relative to every subject, you have to leave everybody else out of the equation, because it doesn't matter how somebody else looks or how much they eat or how much results they get from what they do. None of that is relative to you, because whatever. Esther remembers going out to dinner with some dear friends years ago. They went to a wonderful Indian restaurant in San Francisco, and Esther's beautiful friend, she looked like a model from head to toe, ordered 2 complete meals and ate them herself, and then ate dessert, and then everybody else's dessert that didn't finish it. And Esther said to her, "I hope you understand that we can no longer be friends." And Gloria said to Esther, "Food is my friend." And Esther said, "Well, it hates me. It just hates me." And that's really the point that we're wanting to make. In other words, you have to come into alignment. You must be your friend. You've got to start doing things that make you feel better, and that's where this keeping my promise to myself comes in. And the promise to myself is when you're not happy in your body with the way it feels or the way it moves or the way it looks, you're launching further and further rockets. So the worse you feel in your body, the more you ask for, and the higher your standards become. And so you've got a fabulous thing going on over here that you've got to get up to speed with, because you're creating your own tug of war. And this process will cause you to ease that tension between the two. We promise you. It will shift your vibration, and when your vibration shifts, your body will become the way you want it to. And here's the part we really want you to understand. So being slender and fit the way you want to be is over here, and where you feel like you are is over here. We want you to realize that turning like this because you did something on that is enough. In fact, it's not only enough, it's all you can do. And it's not only all you can do, it's enough. But it's not only enough, it's all you can do. But it's not only all you can do, it's enough. But it's not only enough, it's all you can do. In other words, you've got to make peace with all that you can do. And when you make peace with all that you can do, by keeping those commitments, you just start floating along. You feel better and better. You're getting the results. And then it becomes a non-issue. And then one day, not very long from now, you'll sit in this chair and you'll say, "I've got the relationship. I got my body in control. And Abraham, this week I won the lottery." Good time for a segment of refreshment.
Well, this chair does sizzle. I have a couple of general questions. One, I've worked with the element silver in medicinal purposes, the colloidal silver. I've had some extreme success with it myself. And you earlier mentioned that, you can be one of those people that have 9 out of 10 things going right with your life and then one dragging you down. I've still had some physical issues in spite of trying to get everything else in my life seeming to come together. And I've tried not paying attention to it, and it continues to deteriorate. I'm talking about weight in particular. And then I've tried focusing, positive energy on it and seeing myself as I want to be. I'm generally a very happy person, but I still seem to be gaining.
Well, anytime what is unpleasing to you and it's slow to change, it means one simple thing. You're giving more attention to what is than to what you prefer. There's just no simpler way of putting it. And we want to give you a break by saying to you, it's logical, isn't it? You feel how you feel in your body. You can't help but notice how you are in your body. Your movements are apparent to you, the way you look as you pass a mirror, the way your clothes fit, other people's response. In other words, it would be a very odd person to not be aware of how they feel and look and be in their body. And yet, it is because your body is most always with you. We understand.
Fair percentage, yeah.
We understand how it is logical that it would get an inordinate amount of your attention. But the answer is always the same. From whatever you're living, if you're uncomfortable, if you're unhappy about something, you're putting things in vibrational escrow. And if you could get a glimpse of that and train yourself to see that mostly, that's the most difficult thing for people. You have trained yourselves to be so realistic, to tell it like it is, to tell the truth. But you say things to us, well, this is how it is, and how can I not notice how it is? And we say, you've put so much emphasis on trying to be factual and truthful that you almost insist that you give your attention to what is, even when it doesn't serve you. And so we'd like to say to you, rather than letting the truth of it, or the reality of it, or the fact of it, or the evidence of it be your criteria for giving your attention to it, it would be so much better for you if you would have how you feel when you think the thought be the criteria. In other words, we want how you feel to be a more important criteria than the truth of something, because there are so many things that are true that make you sad, that you don't want to give your attention to. And there are so many things that are true that make you feel good when you give your attention to them. And if you could just get it, that it's good to feel good. Not only does it feel good to feel good, it is good to feel good. I want to give you something, and this is expressly for you. And I want to point back to you that your fascination with healing substances, toward the healing, toward the improvement. And we just want to say that almost always when we visit with someone who's talking about healing, they're almost always pointed upstream, because in the healing, your vibration is so full of what you're trying to overcome. Where in the allowing, you've sort of let go of it and you're just letting it be. So this looking for a cure, looking for a product, looking for the thing works against you in many ways, because it says, first of all, it's not natural. My well-being isn't natural, therefore I need to find something to tip the balance. And we want you to accept that your well-being is natural. In other words, feel the difference between the downstream relaxed relief feeling of allowing wellness, as opposed to the more upstream feeling of trying to achieve a healing. Not always, because the words don't matter, it's the way you feel when you offer them. But what you're reaching for is the feeling of letting yourself be as you want to be. And it's hard for you sometimes because you have this history of not having let it be. So you have these habits of thoughts. All a belief is a thought that you keep thinking. It's a chronic thought. So now what you're wanting to do is to train your chronic thoughts into feeling a little better when you think them. So you have to begin thinking things such as, what has been is irrelevant because I know things differently now than I knew before. So I can expect things to change because everything about my vibration is shifting. I can expect things to change because I'm more allowing relative to this topic and this topic and this topic. In other words, just keep reminding yourself how much better you're feeling about this and this and this and this and this. And then say to yourself, I'm practicing the art of allowing now. I'm concentrating on step 3. I'm allowing the well-being. I'm allowing the balance of my body. I'm allowing my vitality. I'm allowing my longevity. I'm allowing my flexibility. I'm allowing my physical balance. I'm allowing because it's natural. And then you could add, and it could be helpful, I've disallowed it for some time, but the disallowing is softening, and now I'm allowing. I'm allowing. Just feel the relief in that thought. Feel the difference between saying, I'm moving closer to what I want, and why can't I get there? Feel the difference between saying, I'm figuring it out, and I haven't figured it out. Feel the difference between saying, it's getting better, or it's not getting better. They are subtle differences. Many people think that they're looking for the big cure. They're looking for the final bottle of something. We said to Jerry and Esther, you should market bottles of allow.
You do.
Because you're looking for relief. You're looking for a feeling of relief on subject after subject after subject. But when you're looking for the cure, we say to physicians and to scientists, what you're looking for is relief. Relief is the avenue to all things that you want. Don't look for the substance that will bring it. Look for the feeling of it, and look for the feeling of it now. Can you feel the difference? People will say, even if you have a physical discomfort in your body and you say, I'm looking for the substance that will give me relief from this, we say, that's the long way around it. If you could say, I'm looking for relief, and realize that relief comes in many forms, not in the form of a pill, or not even in the form of a change in the manifestation. Relief comes in the closing of the gap. Relief comes in the releasing of the tensions. Relief comes when you let the stream that's trying to carry you. Relief comes when you stop dragging your heels. Relief comes when you stop the struggle. Relief comes when you let go of the oars. Relief comes when you just try to find the thought that feels a little better. So you say, I want something that I don't have. Not much relief in that. I've wanted it for a really long time. Is that more relief or less relief? Less. I'm sort of lost in this. I've tried dozens of different things. Less relief. I really don't know which way to turn. Less still. Yeah. I might be making too much of this. A little relief. Well, clearly I need to do something about it. Less relief. I don't know which way to turn. Less relief. Maybe I'm making too much of this. A little relief. I don't know which way to turn. Less relief. I think I've been making too much of this. More relief. I'm figuring it out relative to other things. More relief. I'm coming into a balance on a lot of things. More relief. I'm understanding this business of creation better now than I ever have before. More relief. I'm seeing evidence of it in many aspects of my life. More relief. I can generally feel the improvement of the well-being of my body. More relief. I am feeling less tension in my being. More relief. I do have a sense that there is a vibrational escrow of me, a picture of me in wellness. More relief. I can feel that I can make my way there. More relief. Sure, taking a long time. Less relief. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Now I'm on to it. More relief. Oh, but I don't have as much time left as I once did. Less relief. Doesn't take time once I find alignment. More relief. Haven't found alignment. Less relief. But I'm finding alignment. More relief. I'm getting the hang of this. More relief. I feel the inspiration every now and again. More relief. I very much appreciate my body. More relief. It's been serving me extremely well. More relief. There's so many aspects about me that I really appreciate. More relief. I like the hardiness of my body. More relief. I like the stamina of my body. More relief. I love being in this body. More relief. I love the tactile deciphering of life through this body. More relief. I love the physical nature of this time-space reality. More relief. I appreciate so much being focused here. More relief. I can feel the source within me pouring through my body at times like this. More relief. I can feel the cells of my body tuning up to my appreciation of it. More relief. I can feel that here and now there's no resistance in my being. More relief. I have a sense if I could feel like this more of the time, I'd find the alignment in manifestation. More relief. I'm looking forward to that. More relief. It doesn't matter that it hasn't come yet. It's coming. More relief. I like the feeling of it coming. I like getting a handle on this. I can feel that I know what I'm doing. I can feel that I'm tuned into this. I can feel the inspiration beginning to flow. I like the idea of this. What fun this is going to be for me. How fun to watch my body conform to the image that I have of it. This is a ride I'm really excited about taking. I'm happy about where I am and eager about where I'm going. Things are good for me, you see.
Thank you.